Conversations. Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Conversations with Cyrus Webb. So glad you all could join us for another empowering half hour. Have an amazing interview that's coming up for you guys today. I'm going to be speaking with author Glenda L. Hunter. Glenda is the author of the book An Unspeakable Secret. It's our Conversations book club pick for the month of February. We're going to talk to her not only about the book, but also what it's been like for her to empower other people as she's been able to share her own story of surviving abuse and thriving in life. After my interview with Glenda, you guys are going to see a brand new segment right here on Conversations with Cyrus Webb. Really excited about it. It's hosted by Renee Sunday. Renee is a renowned author and motivational speaker. Her segment Good Deeds debuts this week, and she's going to share with you some amazing talent, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. Before we get started, going to take a quick break. Stay with us right here on Conversations with Cyrus Webb on All Nations TV and through Cyrus Webb Presents.
Is your hope fading fast? Do you feel like it is gone? Failing hope can be awakened, and you have the key. In Linda C. Newberry's book, Say What You Say Is Your Future, she outlines not only the whys of biblical confession, but she gives you a modern-day affirmation that changed her life, and with use will change yours too. Available in paperback and Kindle on Amazon.com and on her website at www.lindacnewberry.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Conversations with Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. I have with us today a very special guest. Glenda L. Hunter is back to talk to us not only about the success she's been able to have with her book, An Unspeakable Secret, but now how with her new book, it finally happened. She's able to tap into a younger audience. Glenda, hello to you, and welcome back to the show.
Well, hi, Cyrus. Thank you very much.
Hey, look, the pleasure's definitely on mine. You know, it's always exciting to speak with you. You are the author of An Unspeakable Secret, among other work now. As I mentioned, you recently published your first book for children, It Finally Happened. What has that been like for you to not only now have an adult audience, but now children who are able to read your books?
It's been thrilling. The children's book has been inspired, a lot of my children's stories have been inspired by kids, actually. Grandchildren have inspired some and things like that. It's really cool to be able to reach out to kids.
Well, one of the reasons why I'm glad that we could speak again is because your book, An Unspeakable Secret, is Conversations book club selection for the month of February. We're really excited about that. You know, what is so great about this book, though, Glenda, is not only how you're able to share your own challenges, but you also are able to share how you've been able to come out on the other side. Talk to us about that experience. What has it been like for you to share that, how that no matter what challenges we go through, that there is a way for us to be able to come out victorious?
Well, it's been a pleasure to share, because some people are trapped in the idea of, I can't come out of this.
Yeah.
I have to stay a victim of whatever has happened or whatever situation they're in, and that's not true.
Yeah.
You know, we can move beyond that and do things we never thought.
Right.
I never thought I'd be able to write a book. I mean, that was the farthest thing from my mind, let alone the ones I have done.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, what is so impressive to me about you, one of the segments that you've been a part of that I've done on our radio show, Conversations Live, is Should Love Ever Hurt? And of course, the answer is no. You in the book, An Unspeakable Secret, and I actually discussed this with your husband Steve and you together, that, you know, you really take us into not just the, you know, the challenges you had and the abuse you suffered as a child, but also how that really, you know, left you broken in many ways, and really the path backwards, you know, where you have been able to become whole, and now, of course, to be able to share your story, and then to know that you're able to inspire other people. One of the things that you shared with me that I remember when you were speaking with the group is how abuse is something that unfortunately is not uncommon. A lot of people are dealing with, you know, when people are able to tell you that, you know, your book has encouraged them, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel speechless almost, because I wrote the book because it was therapy for me, and I published it in hopes that it would help other people. And a part of me is saddened by that, because that means they have some kind of abuse in their background,
right.
Whether it be verbal, because that's very abusive as well. You know, the whole aspect of abuse is the same feeling, whichever kind it is. But I am glad that people are being helped by it. That's my goal, is to help other people.
Yeah, and you're able to do that. Now, another part of your story that you're able to share, an unspeakable secret, and you actually deal with in other books like Mommy Twinkle Eyes, is the fact that as a result of the abuse, it also led to multiple personality disorder. Something that still, even in 2014, a lot of people don't fully understand and don't even realize is something that people are dealing with. You know, you have been a voice for that. You know, and probably an unlikely voice for that, because I don't know how much of that you planned on sharing. But talk to us about how freeing it is for you to share that part of your story, and how you've been able to really, to not only be helped, but also to be an inspiration to other people.
It has been very freeing. When my therapist said that I had multiple personality disorder, I just was not shocked at all. I mean, I knew I was different. I was always told how weird and how different I was. When you can put a label on it and know what's going on, it's just like going to a doctor and they finally tell you what's wrong. Okay, we can deal with that. Yeah. And it explained a lot of stuff to my husband and my children. The reason I would act one way one time and turn around, literally turn around, and it'd be very different. That has been very freeing to me. I have met other people that have suffered abuse as well, that have multiple personalities, but they have not found the freeing I have with it. I refer to my alters in my book as helpers, because to me, without them, I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah. Wow.
And when we can learn to appreciate that part of our being as well, then I think that you can do lots of things. I mean, you can overcome that.
You mentioned doing lots of things, and you have definitely stepped outside of your comfort zone. You've been doing book signings, you've been doing speaking engagements, you've been doing interviews like this, as well as, of course, for radio. Did you ever think that this would be your life, that this would be things that you would be doing?
Not at all. Not at all. But you know what? It's really kind of interesting. As a child, I hardly spoke to anyone, but I could see myself standing in front of people and speaking, which is really odd. But I had a wonderful pastor, and I could see me doing what he did. And I just never envisioned anything like this. Yeah. Never.
Well, it's so great, and knowing you has been such a great thing for me, and being able, of course, to share your story, because what I think is so important about you, and I want to talk about faith here in a moment, but what I think is so great about you, Glenda, is that you never, said to me, woe is me. You never said to me, why me? And even though that may have been a part of what you went through, now you're in a place where you're able to look at life in a different way. How has dealing with the abuse, how has that set you free? I know we talked about the freeing aspect of being able to talk about the altars and your helpers and what they've been able to do for you. But how has knowing that you do not have to be stuck to the past? Because just like I know, a lot of people, they look at their situations, they look at their challenges, and they wonder, how can I get past this? You've moved past it. How has that helped you in being able to be a better person?
It's helped me to be able to relate to people, and it's helped me to be able to look beyond myself